Shelly Goldberg now, floor X, 9.775 the score for Caroline Floor a moment ago for Stanford.
Here's one springy gymnast. Go try that, Barry.
No, no, thank you.
Not even into water?
It hurts me even to watch it.
And she's good at it.
Yeah, it didn't waver in that last tumbling pass either. You always talk about sometimes you get tired.
And this is the best part. You can't see the interaction, but in the routine, she actually sometimes looks over at her teammates, and they're just all smiles. Watch this. Unbelievable height. Right there. Look at that. I mean, that is well done, technically, and just way up there.
So now, Alyssa Beckerman. The score, incidentally, for Yvonne Tusek a moment ago, 9.85. Same score as Ani Willis put up. So UCLA hanging in there despite the 9.25 of Malia Jones. Need another good performance here from Alyssa Beckerman.
This is a beautiful beam worker when she's on. Very, very elegant. She was an alternate for the 2000 Olympic team in Sydney. The way they selected the Olympic team last year, they actually could have selected the final two spots, and I actually almost leaned towards selecting Alyssa for this event because she's so gorgeous when she's on. Very elegant, very flexible. I mean, all the things that look pretty on beam, she does well. Just now finding her stride in collegiate gymnastics. As a freshman, she's getting over injuries and just trying to get used to college and find out what's expected of her and figuring out how to train. So not quite as intensely, but still, it's still significant training in college that you have to do. To be accountable to your team and to fulfill your talent. So she's getting there.
And we'll see what the judges think. Here's another look at the dismount.
Everything is just very pretty. Even if it's not the most difficult, it's very pretty.
Lise Leveille now of British Columbia, Canada.
Somebody who knows how to perform, interact with the audience.
Incidentally, 9.875 for Shelly Goldberg for Stanford, preceding Leveille. Many big collegiate teams, at the end of floor, you think they've all done it to the exact same music. They're very different, showing a very different quality as well in the dance. kept it in bounds.
Just barely.
Yeah, you're right.
And I stress there's no deduction for everybody's routine looking the same or sounding the same. It's just, I think, nice for an audience and nice for people who really enjoy gymnastics.
I agree. It gives the judges a different look, too. Watch this last pass, came very close to the line.
This is when you think their heels and toes have eyes. They know right where that line is. You can touch it. You just can't go over it.
And then, of course, the congratulations of her teammates. And we await the score for Lise Leveille, and we'll give it to you on the other side of this. Lise Leveille of Stanford, as Stanford has now completed its floor exercise, so too has UCLA completed the beam. They'll flip-flop now. Stanford will be on the beam, UCLA on floor X when we come back. Welcome back. 3 rotations in the book now, and you can see UCLA with what would be considered, I would say, a rather commanding lead over Stanford now, with only 1 rotation remaining. A reminder, looking for the perfect way to spend your evenings? Well, introducing the Best Damn Sports Show, period, with host Chris Rose, Tom Arnold, and a bunch of ex-jocks. It's the only show that gives you sports, comedy, commentary, scores, and highlights. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the Best Damn Sports Show, period. Now available weeknights at 11 p.m. only on Fox Sports Net. Fourth and final rotation upcoming now as we take a look at the results of the 3rd rotation. And again, UCLA excellent on beam.
Yes, they definitely did the job they needed to do on bounce beam, and an uncharacteristic fall from Malia Jones. Normally very solid on that event.
Picked her up, though, because remember, they dropped that score off and totaled the other 5, and the other 5 were just fine, thank you very much. So the final rotation finds UCLA now on floor exercise and Stanford on the balance beam. And we are set to begin the competition here with Stanford on the beam and UCLA on floor X. This is Malia Jones for UCLA in floor exercise.
I'm sure she's feeling a little bit of nerves. This is the first time all year she's competing in floor exercise. I misspoke earlier. She actually, the last 2 meets, did bars and beam, and bars, beam, and vault in one of them. She's had very little experience, and first time for this floor exercise.
Incidentally, the first woman in floor exercise, Jamie Williams, a 9.775. And that's a pretty good score to start with.
It does help to be in front of your home crowd, but this team knows how to perform.
And a pretty good crowd here for an afternoon. Beautiful weather outside, and these good folks come here to watch some excellent dual meet gymnastics competition.
Doesn't this music make your heart pound to the beat? I love it. I'm trying to think, if I were doing the floor exercise, would it slow my heart rate down? You'd like to think. Hopefully, so it's not beating like crazy by the end of the routine. Very nice. So many people don't realize that the floor exercise is a stamina. You have got to work on that wind so that you feel strong at the end of the routine.
Well, you always talk, over the years, I remember you telling me that that last tumbling run can be very, very tough.
Absolutely, depending on what kind of difficulty you're doing at the end. I mean, sometimes your arms feel like they weigh about 300 pounds.
Yeah, Valerie Contas liked it a lot.